Aries, welcome to Monarch Intuition, and today I'm going to be doing your November 2022 mid-monthly check-in reading for you. So if you're new to my channel, what I like to do is I like to pull one major arcana to see the energy and then clarify with a different deck. So the channel message that I am getting for you, Aries, is that someone is going to confess that it was them and that'll be it, okay? And you might be very happy about this situation. I don't think that it's you. I think someone around you is going to confess, and they're doing it because, well, they want to. They feel guilty about something. They feel like they need to do something, and that's the situation. It is what it is. Now, it's going to make you happy. You're going to be very happy that this person decided to finally do that. However, at the end of the day, it was their choice. It wasn't your choice. So what's going on for you, Aries? At the Devil. All right. Being chained to something right here. Being chained to addictions, being under some sort of contract, some sort of obligation. So with the Devil energy, it does represent two parties underneath the Devil. Two parties signing a contract with one another, incapable or not wanting to walk away. So with this Devil energy, I kind of feel like that's the situation. That's what you're dealing with that person. Maybe you were at one point chained to this person. You wanted to walk away. Someone tried to walk away from you. Couldn't. Maybe you just feel bound to this person and they're going to confess whatever it is. Now, I don't think that it's a love situation. I don't do love readings. However, I feel like it could be, a friend from the past. It could have been someone who actually hurt you. So we have the Justice. Yeah, the Justice coming out right here. We have the Two of Cups in reversed. And we have the King of Swords. Someone is going to confess something. Okay? You're going to get justice for whatever it is. The Two of Cups, I don't feel like you're chained to the Devil right here. I feel like at one point someone was. Maybe you were as well. But I think that you walked away from the situation. The King of Swords is that it will be mediated. I feel like there is a mediation right here. This could be in a court of law situation with the Justice and the King of Swords. That does represent a judge or a jury. However, let's clarify. What's going on with this Justice energy? What do we need to know for the sign of Aries? We have the King of Pentacles and we have the Ace of Cups. You will be given something right here. You are going to be given a good verdict, or maybe someone is getting a verdict on you. I don't think you're the one confessing, though. I don't think Aries is going to confess. I don't think that it's you, all right? I don't think the situation, I feel like you were involved in it, you got hurt, or whatever it is. I feel like the situation is that the King of Pentacles has to bless you with the Ace of Cups now. I feel like that is the final verdict from Justice. Maybe you are going to watch this play out. I think that's going to make you extremely happy and fulfilled. The Two of Cups, it does represent broken down communications, broken down situations. Two people not wanting to exchange cuts with one another. Two people sick and tired of a situation. I kind of feel like, say for instance, this isn't a love thing. I feel like you are so tired of dealing with whatever it is, it's impossible for you to move on. You feel chained to something from your past. You feel chained to a Devil right here, all right? You can't move on. You don't want to move on. We have the Three of Cups coming out. You would like to celebrate with other people, but that's not going to happen until you have your own cup with the Ace of Cups, until the King of Pentacles gives this to you. You have the World. You want to complete a cycle. You do want to be happy, but I feel like you also want to complete a cycle from your past. That is the only thing you are concerned about right now, Aries, is completing a cycle from your past. The King of Swords, the Page of Wands, and the Queen of Wands. I feel like you're going to have to go in front of someone right here who is possibly fairly young. Maybe someone is going to defend you, someone who is younger than you. The Page of Wands with the Queen of Wands could represent that this person is wise beyond their years. This person could be, I think going to law school is what, like 6, 8 years, something like that. So this person could be just graduated from law school and is going to be representing you or representing this situation. They are very attractive with this Queen of Wands, Aries. Or someone, the attorney, is going to be defending your child and you. Maybe you don't have a child, so maybe it's because of something that happened to you as a child. Maybe a situation affected you when you were younger, and you were getting justice from that situation. But you might also just be watching something play out. Justice is taking place. There is a defense right here. Yeah, the judgment. Yeah, the judgment coming out. A judgment will be delivered because that is the verdict. Remember, justice brings judgment, and judgment is cast on the world because judgment is a preparation phase for what is to come. The judgment has to be delivered to the world, which is the rapture has to take place in order for the tribulation to actually start. Because there is no point in judging the people who believed in God. Those people are going to be saved, and the ones who are dead in Christ will be called out of their grave, right? The only people who will be left are the non-believers. So the justice system has to deliver the judgment in a court of law as to what's going to happen in the years to come or in the future, right? So judgment, you have the world coming out, you have judgment over the devil, you are going to be broken free from this situation. The judgment will be called upon the devil, and anyone who is involved in whatever this is, that's what that is. Anyone who is involved in this devilish situation, especially when you were younger, that's the problem. They're going to be called. You're going to be freed. The Death card. The Two of Cups. The Page of Pentacles. So I feel like this situation has to do about something from your past. Okay? Death with the Two of Cups to the Page. Death came for a page. Maybe you overcame death. Maybe your child overcame death. The Seven of Pentacles. I feel like the death came for the page, and the page was still able to thrive or to grow up at least to a certain amount. Okay? You were still able to mature from a situation. This could also be, like, for example, when we think about, what's that movie called? Interview with the Vampire, I think. I feel like that's what this is. You know, in vampiric belief systems, it's funny because I wanted to use the Tarot of the Vampire, but in the vampiric belief system, you're not supposed to turn a child because the child will never age mentally or physically past a certain level. They might gain life experiences, but they're still stuck on childlike rage. And that's funny because Aries is the youngest of the zodiac, which rules the head, and it can also rule the temper tantrum. So that's what this is. Death came to you as a child. Maybe you don't know this, but you were still able to move past it by some sort of breaking of the law. Now that situation has to be fixed. Because when we look at the Two of Cups, the Two of Cups is represented by the Staff of Hermes, which is the rod or the Staff of Caduceus. And the Staff of Caduceus, some people pronounce it Sadducees. I know a lot of people who pronounce it Sadducees, but the Staff of Caduceus is the symbol for black magic, okay? Hermes was a psychopomp. Hermes was a grim reaper. So death with his staff came to the Page of Pentacles and either allowed you to continue living in like a death-like state where you never really fully aged, fully matured, because the Seven of Pentacles represents being stuck at a certain point with this Page of Pentacles. Now you have this Page of Wands and this Queen of Wands. We have the High Priestess. A lot of things are about to make sense. A lot of clandestine information is about to be given to you. You have the Lovers with the Ten of Cups. Yeah, you're going to be given a lot of clandestine information regarding this Ten of Cups right here, regarding this Piscean energy. It's all going to make sense. It's going to make you very, very happy. This could also have been your child coming out. We have the Ten of Pentacles coming out. So the child is also on this thing. So maybe it happened to your child, but you were affected by the situation. How is this going to play out? Like, how is this going to play out? Like, you're probably just sitting in your room or sitting in your house on the couch, whatever, thinking like, what the fuck? So, the Ten of Swords with the Magician and the Nine of Pentacles. All right, so a black magician suffers a mental defeat. And that's the whole point. You remember when I said someone has to give themselves in, that's mental suicide? A serial killer, like confessing to something, because sometimes serial killers get away with shit for like 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, right? But the amount of guilt that plagues their mind, that is the problem. So someone is going to give themselves up, this magician, the person who practices black magic, the staff of Caduceus, right? Because sometimes necromancers or people who practice black magic also use that symbol because it is the symbol for black magic. It is the symbol for the occult and necromancy, all right? Now, necromancy can be good depending. It can also be evil. I talked about it in a couple other readings. However, I'm not going to get too deep into it. If you want to understand it, go and watch the Scorpio video. The last Scorpio video I did. I explained it a lot there. So this right here is this magician is going to commit a mental suicide, essentially confessing to the Nine of Pentacles, okay? A death is coming, or a situation is coming where this magician is going to say, it is what it is. This is what happened. So it's not you, Aries. I said once again at the beginning of the video, remember I said, I don't think that it's you doing it. I think that it's someone else. I think it's the magician doing it. You are affected by the situation. Yeah, I have the Seven of Cups coming out with the Knight of Swords. Someone is going to be piercing through the situation. The magician is going to pierce through it. His final words are this. His final words before he leaves this planet comfortably, because I feel like this magician is fairly comfortable, are going to be, this is what happened. The Star. The Three of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Five of Wands. I feel like, in a weird way, there's going to be like media talking about it, okay? Because the Five of Wands represents like a conflict, but it can represent fire. It can also represent the flashing of cameras. They're doing their job. The flash of cameras is doing their job with the Eight of Pentacles. I feel like people are coming to you in this Three of Pentacles. You're doing your own thing. You're working, possibly on just at work, and people are just going to start talking to you. Like all these people are going to run up and start wanting to ask you questions about something. Five of Swords, yeah, wanting to ask you questions about this Five of Swords, which is like a crime, all right? Or something that was done underhanded, something that, you know, allowed someone else to get one up on the competition. The Wheel of Fortune. Do you even know that this is taking place? Do you even know what's going on right here, Aries? The Strength card. The Strength card does represent that you have a solid idea, a solid grasp on the situation, but maybe you don't know about it right now. You will in a few days. You will understand. Oh my gosh, I wish my phone would stop buzzing. Actually, you shouldn't make wishes like that, because if you make a wish like that, a genie could come and, you know, break your phone, and then your phone will stop buzzing, right? So, careful what you wish for. The Hanged Man. You have delays, though. You have a solid foundation as to what happened, but there have been so many delays that you just don't even care about it anymore. You've kind of not wanted to connect to anything because you're like, this person, this magician, this whatever, got away with this. And it affected either you as a child or your child, or both of you, for such a long time. But they are going to be the ones who confess to it. They're going to offer themselves up with this Hanged Man energy, with this self-sacrifice. And that is what stops the delays. You have the Six of Swords. The message comes out with the Temperance. Yeah, you are finally getting at the right moment, because remember, this is all perfect timing. I feel like this is perfect timing coming for you, Aries, because the Angel of Temperance arrives not too late, not too early, at the right moment. The Six of Swords is the message is coming to you right then and there, all right? We have the Six of Cups, yeah, giving you the cup with the Temperance energy, because remember, the Temperance alchemizes the water into fire, and then it's giving it to you. But it's giving to you at the right exact moment where you need to be cheered up, where you can't move forward, you feel stuck. The Knight of Wands, you're going to feel unstuck with this information with the Four of Cups coming out. With this new information, you're going to be able to charge forward into whatever this is. So you have the 10 of Cups coming out. You have the 10 of Pentacles. You have hindsight being 2020, understanding why it all had to play out like this, understanding why it took so long, why there were so many delays. And the reason for the delays is that this, Aries. When someone makes a deal with the devil will, if they make the deal properly, will allow them to have their contract. All right? That's what it is. You're waiting on this person's contract to run out. And when their contract runs out, the last thing that they do to try to save their soul's last-ditch attempt is to confess. That's it. You're waiting on this person's last breath when they confess to this situation. It sparks a national thing with the world energy. You were affected by it, or someone was affected by it. But the information comes out. Something that's very hidden with the 7 of Cups right here. You are going to get what you desire from this. It will spark a chain of events with the justice system. Okay? Now, it might not happen by November, but something is going to happen. Something's going to tip you off that this is happening. Something will tip you off and let you know that the situation is playing out. Because once again, the theme is judgment over the devil. Doesn't mean that the judgment is going to take place this month. It just means that there is a situation that has to be played out. Because even if this person confesses, people have to do their, investigations. And then people have to, go back and research everything. And then tell the people about what happened in the world. And then the situation. Judgment is the preparation where the angels are standing at all 4 corners of the world. As you can see, there's Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, and Leo. The angel stands at all 4 corners. They have to march to that position. They have to show up and appear, and then they all have to blast their trumpets, and then that's the judgment. There's a preparation for the court case. Something is coming to prepare you for this. You will be aware soon enough. So let's look at what's going to tip you off. The 2 of Wands, a new opportunity. Okay. A new page. A new opportunity with the page. 2 of Wands, Page of Cups. You get some sort of emotional fulfillment. Just a tiny emotional fulfillment from something. It's new. Some new information is revealed. There's a tiny little sliver of information. Queen of Pentacles, but it's given directly to you. You might be receiving a phone call. The sun, yeah. Sunlight coming out. We have trick or treat, mischief and play, the veil, the future. You can't see the future. It's blocked off to you. Whatever the situation is, you're blocked off to it. Trick or treat, mischief and play. I feel like it's going to be a cheer up, okay? Cheer up. That's what you need to understand. You have healing and blessings. You will heal from this situation finally, and you will be blessed by whatever it was, all right? I feel like, okay, there was a lady, I talked about it a long time ago. I think I mentioned her once in a while, right? She was a black lady. I believe it was during segregation, I believe. Her name was Henrietta Lacks, right? And they took her blood cells from her, and she has a genetic mutation which makes her cells immortal, right? They used her cells unknowingly and grew them in labs for a very long time, and even nowadays her cells are shipped worldwide and still used to test vaccines, to test other things like that, okay? That's what you have to understand right here. That's kind of what I'm getting, because you have to understand the Magi were doctors. Magi is short for magician. M-A-G-I, right? So M-A-G-I-C-I-A-N is magician, and then M-A-G-I is Magi. It's a shortened abbreviation. What were the Magi's? They were soothsayers. They were profiteers. They were medicine men. They were medicine people. okay? They were occultists. They were sorcerers. Remember, in Greek, pharmakia is the word for creating medicine, but creating medicine was the practice of sorcery. So that's what you need to understand. This is a situation that you could have been, you know, when you were younger, could have been put on something that hurt you. I don't know. There's a ceremony with the flow. Go with the flow. Take care of yourself. You'll heal from the situation. There will be blessings coming for you. Let's look at your rune cards. You have word, fate, uncertainty, unknown consequences, acceptance, and trust. The spiritual meaning is the unknowable and fate. You don't know the future. The future is being blocked off to you right now for a reason. To keep you safe so you can receive this information. One more. Wild ox, strength, courage, determination, and opportunity. Spiritual meaning is initiation, life change, and destiny. Your life's going to change, Aries, okay? Your child's life. Could have been from when you were younger. You have algis, protection, courage, help from others, and good decision making, all right? You're protected. That's why you're being blocked off to things. You're being blocked off to the future right now. You can't see because the angel wants you to be in a state where you are completely quiet, where you're completely shut off from things, where you are in your own little bubble. So that way this information can be handed to you, because I kind of feel like it needs to protect you through this right here, because it's like, say you were like experimented on like Henrietta Lacks, right? Say you were. Wouldn't that mean, especially if they didn't know who you were, they still were doing their investigation? If they knew who you were immediately, wouldn't that be, you know, make you a prime target to get killed? Like, that's the situation right there. It would make you a prime target. So, because they don't want that information coming out. So that's what this is, Aries. You're being blocked off, you're being protected, you're being shut in, closed off. So that way this situation can be performed, so that way, you know, you can move forward within your life. If you feel like you're under the situation of a black magic spell, just understand that that is coming to an end. It's all an illusion. It will all end soon. The magician's spells will backfire, okay? So, anyway, Aries, I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I hope everything works out for you. Talk to you later.